Sup guys, it's Alex here, and welcome to the December 7th edition of the Bracketology update from Joe Lunardi. This is going to be posted on December 9th, but I created the bracket on December 7th, and we've already had a couple votes on that. But we'll get to that in a second. Right now, I just want to give a couple reactions in this bracket. Notre Dame lost to Ball State since the last update happened. They are now down to a 4 seed after being a 2 seed. Arizona is up to a 5 seed after winning a couple games, beating Texas A&M, who is now up to a 2 seed as well. And then we got Florida State moving up to a 6 seed after beating Florida, and that moved down Florida to the 4 seed. In addition, Loyola Chicago beat Florida, moving them down to a 4 seed, and now Loyola Chicago is in the tournament, according to Joe Lunardi. Other than that, most of the seeds stayed the same. Kansas went down to the west instead of being up here in the east as the second overall seed. But since you guys know, or have been following me, I create the brackets for every single Bracketology update that Joe Lunardi does on a site called Brackify.com. The link will be in the description for you guys to vote. If the link doesn't work, you can just type that into your browser. And as always, I'll just go and give some couple quick predictions off this bracket, and then you guys can make your own predictions and stuff, see how the bracket's going to play out. I'll be doing this for every single Bracketology update video that comes out. So make sure you hit that subscribe button. Make sure you have those post notifications on so you guys can vote and be here for when it gets closer to the tournament time. And then, we'll go and start off with some quick analysis. Duke's going to beat Idaho. That's a given. Texas will beat Alabama. I think Seton Hall is going to beat Middle Tennessee, even though Middle Tennessee is projected to upset them, according to the people who have voted so far. Purdue will beat Belmont. Then I think this is going to be a good game right here. I think that Louisville ends up pulling off the victory against Michigan, though that could be an easy upset game right there. West Virginia is going to win. I think that Syracuse will beat Creighton, and so do most people who have voted. Kentucky is going to beat Iona. Kansas will beat UC Santa Barbara. I think Oklahoma will beat Nevada. I think Loyola Chicago is getting some votes after beating Florida, but I think Arizona is going to gel and pull it together by then. Gonzaga will beat New Mexico State. Florida State will beat Temple. Xavier will beat Charleston. I think Tennessee will beat Maryland, and North Carolina will beat Yale, so there's going to be no upsets there. Villanova will beat Stephen F. Austin, the winner of that playing game. I think Rhode Island will beat Arkansas. I think Vermont will pull off the upset against Cincinnati. I'll move them on. Then Notre Dame will beat Bucknell. And then Minnesota will beat Clemson and St. Mary's. Virginia will beat Northern Kentucky. And then TCU will beat UCLA. Texas A&M will beat UNC Asheville. Michigan State will beat St. Francis, Texas Southern. I think Texas Tech will actually beat SMU there. Then Arizona State, who's been a surprise this season, I think they'll pull off the victory against Virginia Tech. And then Florida and Ball State, Florida is going to move on there. I think UT Arlington will pull off the upset against Baylor. Miami, Florida will beat South Dakota State. USC will beat Providence, and then Wichita State will beat Florida Gulf Coast. So for a spot in the Sweet 16, we have Duke against Mohamed Bamba in Texas, but I think Duke's going to move on there. Purdue and Seton Hall. Actually, I have Seton Hall beating Purdue, and then West Virginia beating Louisville, Kentucky beating Syracuse, Kansas beating Oklahoma, Arizona beating Gonzaga, Xavier pulling the victory off against Florida State, then North Carolina beating Tennessee, Villanova beating the 9 seed Rhode Island, then Notre Dame beating Vermont. Then I have Minnesota actually beating Virginia, even though Minnesota has been kind of falling off the map a little bit recently. But I think they'll be able to pull off the upset. And then we got TCU and Texas A&M. I think that Texas A&M will win that game, though that'll be a good game to watch. Michigan State and Texas Tech going at Michigan State. Arizona and Florida going to go, or Arizona State and Florida. I'll have to go with Florida there. Miami, Florida will beat UT Arlington. Wichita State will beat USC. Then for a spot in the Elite Eight, we got Duke and Seton Hall. Got Duke winning that. Kentucky beating West Virginia. I got Kansas beating Arizona. And then I think Xavier's going to pull off the upset here against North Carolina. Then Notre Dame will pull off the upset against Villanova, and then Texas A&M will move on. Michigan State will beat Florida. Wichita State will beat Michigan State. And then for a spot in the Final Four, sadly, Duke will beat Kentucky. I'm a Kentucky fan. Then Kansas will beat Xavier. I think Texas A&M will beat Notre Dame, and then Michigan State will beat Wichita State. And then for a spot in the championship game, we got Duke winning against Kansas, Michigan State winning against Texas A&M, and then Michigan State winning it all. So there you have it. Those are going to be my quick predictions. As always, I'll be making the Bracketology update videos with every bracket that comes out. I think Michigan State's going to win. I think they're the best team in the nation as of this current moment. Leave your thoughts and predictions in the comment sections below. Let me know what you guys think, and I will see you guys later. Thanks for watching.